Since our first attempt sucked horribly, I'm here with Justin Cower, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm horrible with names. I'm glad I didn't butcher that. He is the developer of Warriors of Ari, the Ninja Cat game that is like Mario, and it's actually a lot of fun. We actually covered the game on the channel about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. Got a new episode coming out for you guys soon. I just haven't had time to sit down and play it. So tell us a little bit about your game. Tell us what inspired you to play it, make it, what just overall what you have planned for the game.
Just basically the classic Super Nintendo games, Mario Brothers, Zelda, Metroid, um, Kirby's Dream Land. A lot of that, those were the games I grew up with, and
Right.
so I just wanted to make a game of my own, and so when I got started. I just decided cats were trending on the internet, so I decided to make a game about cats. And what's better than Ninja Cats?
Honestly, do nothing. And I just noticed this. I didn't notice it in the first demo, but you actually have 9 lives in the game. Um,
Yeah.
I didn't notice that, but that's a nice touch, dude. Um, I just noticed that in the trailer here that I got looped. I wish there was a way to actually loop it without me having to click fucking replay every single time. But it's whatever, dude. Um, so obviously you're a big Nintendo fan, and you grew up playing Nintendo just like all of us here. I think everyone pretty much grew up on Nintendo, which is a great company, very innovative.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sega sucks. No, just kidding.
Sega sucks. Speaking of Sega, so did you hear about the shit that happened? So the animation team that made the Lion King movie and the new Sonic look for the new Sonic movie, not the shitty look, but the new one. Um, they actually just got fired, dude. They like cut the whole team.
Really?
Yeah, out of nowhere, just cut the whole team. Like I think that's BS. Um,
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's freaking dumb. They're literally saving that company and they just let them go. Um, Way to go, Disney. You fucked up. But
Yeah.
gotta love Disney. Uh, yeah, I think that's stupid. So you're a solo developer and you're developing Warriors of Ari all by yourself. So you taught yourself how to code a little bit, and then you used a program.
Yeah. It's a game engine called Stencil, and it
Stencil,
was just a lot easier to work with. It got the job done faster. I was able to get the game,
sure.
yeah, working. Yeah, so
Hey, that's all that matters as long as it runs.
yeah.
What do you think the hardest thing to program in your game was? Like just overall character movement or getting them to, lock
Yeah.
onto targets?
The AI was pretty hard. At first, they wouldn't it was hard to get them to actually throw a punch. Um I had to go through um spend several hours trying to get it to work. They used to just like walk through the player. Sometimes they just wander off on their own. They'd fall off the stage. So it took a while to figure out um, how to get them to um, calculate the distance of from them to the player and everything like that.
And hearing that answer, it makes me wonder, okay, so in a lot of games, there's a decent variety of enemies, but there's not like an overwhelming amount of enemies. It makes me wonder if that's the reason why. It's just because with every new enemy, you'd have to program it to do that, and that could be a pain in the ass for any developer.
Yeah.
I always wondered that because, a standardized, let's say, Zelda game, okay, you got about 10 different enemies and then different variants of each enemy, I guess.
Yeah.
Eh, each one would be very difficult to program, especially I think boss fights. Were the bosses any harder to program, or is it pretty much the same?
Yeah, the bosses you kind of had to work a little bit longer on them.
Hmm.
Uh, you had to like because bosses they have several different phases.
Right.
You do some damage on them, then they get angry, and then they start
Then they
throwing
summon their
different
whole army.
attacks. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of had to program that in, and so yeah, bosses they take some time.
Take some
Um,
time.
yeah.
Let's see. What else can we ask you here? So you've obviously grew a little bit of a cult following with the game, obviously. I don't know if I would call it a cult following. I don't know what classifies as cult following, but somebody that's a fan of the game. Were you expecting to get any attention with the game at all, or were you surprised?
Um, well, I kind of worked slowly on it. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised when I started getting my first few followers.
Right.
Uh, my first 100 was surprising.
Yeah,
Um,
I know how you feel there. I was surprised when my Twitter got its first followers, and now I'm sitting here at 66 subscribers in my first 2 months, and I was honestly not even expecting 10 at this point. So
ah,
I was pretty overwhelmed. That is.
yeah.
Um, how many followers are you at now, if I may ask? Do you know?
Uh, I think I'm at 20.1K.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it took a while to grow those numbers, but
Hey, work, sweat, and
yeah.
blood, and that's you got it. You'll
Yeah.
continue to grow from there, and the game will get more notice, and people will still be playing it. Uh, Fun little game. I could see people trying to speed run this game. Um,
Yeah.
I don't see it working out very well because, well, some people are, masters of speed running platforms. I am not one of those people. Um, I
Yeah,
suck at
it's
platforms.
amazing the people you see on what's that game? That Mario Maker. They
Hmm.
make some pretty crazy intense levels, and there's
Uh,
just people that just go right through that. And
yeah, and I think the people that make those crazy intense levels need to be like hired by Nintendo or someone, dude, because those are some pretty intricate levels there. Like that is level design inside a game. Um, Mario Maker, that's like a programmer or level designer's dream game right there. Like you could just build anything you want pretty much.
yeah.
Um, I think it's awesome. Let's see. Now, what's your setup like? What are you working with to make your game?
Um, right now I just have a computer. No, um, I've used. I started out with basically half of a laptop.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
that.
I had like a hinge that broke, and um,
Oof.
so I velcroed it to a toolbox. Um,
Nice.
yeah, velcroed the monitor there, put the bottom half on the inside, and then that was my computer for a while. And after a while, started earning money. I used to teach game development,
Okay.
and I got the funds to get a decent computer. Um, I now have two monitors, um, a decent keyboard, this microphone, and a MacBook. I got just a cheap MacBook I found on eBay.
Yeah,
I
MacBooks
used
are not cheap anymore.
yeah.
I know, like $2,000 for one now.
Yeah, this one was like a 2009 model. And basically I just bought that so that I can like export it so Mac users can play it.
It amazes me how many people actually play games on Mac. Like I would have never thought people to play games on Mac because like I've always heard Mac sucks for gaming.
Yeah.
Um,
There's just not a lot of games out there for the Mac, so
all right, well, Mac developers, get your asses moving, man. Come on, let's get some more. Let's get some more games for the computer you're gonna have to buy every 5 years. Um,
yeah.
um, Apple's a great company and all. I don't really care for their hey, buy my new phone for $1,200 and then buy it again next year because yours is slow as shit now. Haha. um, I don't really care for that, but hey, whatever makes your money, man. I guess. Um,
Yeah.
so speaking of money, so the game is obviously probably not going to be free.
No.
How much do you think you're going to charge for the game?
I haven't thought about it much, but I do plan to sell it on Steam
Hmm.
um about $10 maybe,
That's a
and
fair
we'll
price.
see.
I'd say about 10, 15, $20.
Yeah.
Um, it's going to be a full length, game. Like, okay, so a standard Mario game is 8 worlds plus some secret levels here and there, right? Um, and you said you're going to make about 8 or 9, so it's about a standard game. So I'd say about 15, $20 is fair because, a Mario game like that gets sold for $60.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, So yeah, $20, 15, $20, that seems fair. I'd pay for it, so um, I'm probably going to pay for it as soon as it launches. Speaking of launching, do you have a estimated launch year?
um no, I don't. I keep wanting to add new features, so
And there's no problem with that.
so yeah, I keep thinking just last year I told somebody, "Yeah, I think it's going to be done in 6 months."
Yeah, no.
And nope. Well, yeah, and then a lot of it my my game gets delayed from time to time
Right.
because like I mentioned I have my brain tumor
Yeah, then
so
that's just absolutely insane. So this recording actually, this podcast, because this is the one that's working and not the fucked up one, didn't actually get to hear about that. So if you want to share it again, you can. If not, I completely understand.
well yeah, well basically the development's kind of um it's taken its time. I've been sick since well I was 17 years old. I had a brain tumor, um, and it gives me lots of headaches and stuff. So like I
Mm,
had to go to the doctor, get it well, get surgery, and they removed it twice. Apparently tumors grow back sometimes, so I didn't know
right.
that. um,
Yeah, it's
but yeah,
always.
the
Whew.
second time they couldn't remove all of it, so it just sat there and grew. And we tried radiation with, and there was no success. And now I'm on chemotherapy, and the treatment that they do blood tests, and
Mm.
by the looking at the blood test, they think it's working.
Oh,
Um,
that's good. Hopefully it does, man.
yeah.
Um,
Oh my gosh, it's been 9 years.
Whew. That's a long time to have
Yeah.
any kind of tumor, man. Um, I've never personally had many health problems growing up, so I can't completely understand how you feel. But um, I'm about to say the only thing I got is Crohn's disease, which that sucks from time to time, but no nearly as bad as a brain tumor. And it sucks too because you said you get headaches. So are you able to take pain medicine for that, or will that? affect it?
Yeah, I'm able to take pain medicine.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, it doesn't usually work
Yeah,
sometimes, but yeah, I've been able to I have to take breaks from time to time, and but
yeah,
yeah,
that man, that's scary. That's a scary fucking thing right there. I hope they get that removed. I hope they fix that, man.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's scary as fuck. Um, let's see, what else can we ask you? So, what new features have you added in the game since the first demo? I know you added the bubble gum, which I just saw in the trailer there.
Yeah. So yeah, there was the bubble gum I added, and then there's once you beat the first boss, um well, I guess which is it's the only boss in the demo. But once you beat that, there's an arcade in the second town you unlock.
Hmm.
You can go back in the arcade, and I added some additional levels um, that are going to be in the full version of the game, just to kind of give um, just to let the players kind of see what they're gonna expect in the full version of the game. I have like a desert themed level, a
Snow
snow.
biome, yeah,
Yeah, so
that's pretty cool. So, um, are you gonna have any Easter eggs? I should say. You don't have to tell me what, but because that's always
well,
something cool to find.
yeah, I'm actually planning on adding a lot of Easter eggs. Um, I'll give you a hint. There is one in the um, arcade.
Is it already available to get to, or
Yeah,
okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll have to when I do the video of the next episode of this, which will probably be coming in the next couple days, maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. Just whenever I have time, because I work my ass off. So I gotta find time to dedicate to games, because usually games like this I dedicate an hour episode to, because um, so I gotta sit down and get a whole hour of extra time to record and then upload and do all that shit. It's so much fun. Not really. Um, you would think doing YouTube would be a lot of fun, but it's actually it's stressful. Um,
yeah. When I did the trailer, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just a 2 minute trailer, and
yeah,
that was the only video I've ever done on YouTube.
it's
That
pretty
was
good. See,
yeah.
I can't edit my videos because my computer doesn't run editing software very well, so um,
Ah,
I don't edit yet. But when I get my PC built, I plan on streaming a lot of DayZ. And the thing about DayZ is most of your time is spent walking,
yeah.
and I don't want that to be the entire video. And I've been talking with some DayZ YouTubers, and they're like, "Yeah, man, you can go a whole week, and I want to get like 30 minutes of footage." And I'm like, "Really, dude?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Shit." I'm like, "All right. I guess I'm gonna have to get a big ass hard drive. So I'm gonna fucking buy a 10 terabyte hard drive for my system for just all my recordings to go into. Cause let's see, an hour long video. Let's see, when I record the game Peaceful Days, they're typically about an hour, hour and a half long. 18 gigabytes. That's how much that
Wow.
file size is. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a big ass hard drive now. So I'm just gonna buy a 10 terabyte and then never lose any of my footage because I'll always have it. Which is good. Good news. Fucking crazy, dude. It's so big.
Yeah.
Um, ugh. So you work with MacBook. Is there any difference between running programming on a MacBook to a Windows system, or is it roughly the same?
Well, yeah, it's basically the same. You just gotta Well, you don't have. There's not much code to modify, but you just got to install the software that I use to run on the Mac, and then basically just compile it through the Mac.
Gotcha.
He, yeah, because you can't just run it on Windows and then just have it compile into a Mac game, and
Right.
so I kind of had to have a Mac to do it.
Have
Um,
you? Go ahead.
oh yeah, I was just gonna say there's also another use that I use for the Mac that I have. Have you ever heard of GarageBand? There's
Uh,
a
the app.
Yeah, it's an app or yeah. Basically, it's you can create music, and
Oh
that's
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
use the MacBook for that too. The music in the game, um, all of that was GarageBand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
there was
remember
another use for that.
GarageBand back when I had an iPhone. I used to play around with that a little bit. Never made anything too awesome, but whatever. Um, so have you ever thought about putting your game out on itch.io?
um,
Because you could put the demo out on itch.io and it'd probably get some decent
yeah,
attention.
I've thought of doing that. I need to do some more looking. I was gonna I have it on Game Jolt right
Say, I don't
now.
even know what Game Jolt is. I might check that out. Um,
Yeah.
is there a bunch of
It's
shit on there? Is it?
um yeah, it's just a bunch of indie games people make. They upload it, you can download it, and
Hmm, yeah, I'll have
I
to
think
check
some
out
people
Gaming
even
Jolt.
sell it on there, but I'm trying to get it on Steam because that's where most of the people get their games.
Yeah, say I get the majority of mine, at least indie games. I get the majority of my indie games from itch.io, and then occasionally Steam. And then I've been going to Steam a little bit more. It's just I find a bigger selection on itch.io.
Ah, yeah, that's one I'll have to look at. I've had some people tell me to try Newgrounds.
I haven't heard of that. Huh. I'll have to check them out too. Damn, there's so many other indie game platforms that I just don't know about. Like everyone keeps telling me there's one that starts with an H, and I'm just like, well, that doesn't help me. Um, yeah, I gotta find all of these because I'm trying to play more indie games. Even though my list is backed up to hell at the moment, um, trying to actually find them and play them is a whole different story. When people keep DMing me their games, hey man, check this out. I'm like, all right, I will. And then like 2 weeks later, I finally get to check out the game because like I have an entire list of games I'm trying to get through. And it's even worse when they send me RPG games that are full length, and it's just like, well, shit. Now I'm gonna have to wait to play this because if I start an RPG game, I like to finish it, and
Yeah.
that could take weeks. Like I've been playing a game, Monsters of Kanji, which I just lost all my save data to, so that was fun. Um, yeah, I get to restart that whole journey, and that's like one of my favorite games, indie games that actually just released not too long ago. He's already working on the sequel. Uh,
Oh, nice.
cool fucking game. All the art is like hand drawn, and the monsters are like just so weirdly demented looking. It's fucking awesome.
Huh. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, Monsters of Kanji, dude. I think it's like $5 on itch.io. It's a lot of fun. It's a cool game. It plays like old school Final Fantasy games, but there's like a lot of hidden shit. Like there's a lot of behind the scenes shit that you can find and do. And I do not recommend playing on hard mode. It's hard as fuck. That's the mode I'm trying to beat my playthrough on, and it's just oh my gosh, it's hard as shit. You got to dedicate at least an hour or two to grinding levels and coins just to get better gear. Um, it's tough, but it's a lot of fun. The story's pretty interesting. It's like some end of the world type shit, weird shit. I don't know how to explain it. It's all over the place, but it's great. Speaking of, so your game is obviously going to be a little bit story driven. What kind of story are you looking for?
What kind of story?
Like, what's the direction your story's going to take? So, here, let me make an example. So, Mario, it's to save the princess. Like, what kind of story are you hoping to achieve with Warriors of Ari?
Well, basically, I I kind of want to do like sequels and prequels and stuff like that.
Right.
Basically, it's just um, the Ophidian Empire. They're trying to take over. Um,
And those are the snakes, right?
yeah, those are the snakes. Um, and yeah, you're just basically just a group of fighters, who just practice um, this ancient martial arts style, which basically like the Street Fighter. You can
Right.
throw fireballs and stuff like that. And yeah, so basically they just it's these group of people that practice that to protect their homeland, and basically it's called I called it the Cloud Alliance. That's where they live. And
Hmm.
basically, I just did that for fun. A clouder um, is like a group of cats. That's just how they group them. And so I just put the alliance. Put the alliance through it. So kind of like the United States of America, but I just kind of
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
Clouder Alliance. I just
yeah. You said you were going to work on sequels and prequels. The prequel could be Are You Kidding Me? And we have little ninja kittens. Um, that'd be great. I'd play it. Fuck it. Um, yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason the game reminds me of G.I. Joe. Um,
GI Joe.
G.I. Joe, dude. Fucking the snakes, what was it? Cobra something. Cobra was the
Oh
bad guy.
yeah.
I don't know. They got machine guns, man. It gave me some serious G.I. Joe vibes first time I ran into a snake with, with a machine gun. I was just like, God damn it. Um, I can't tell you how many times I've died to the colored snakes, like the red snake, the blue snake. The red snake's
Yeah.
not that bad. It's the fucking blue snake that's a dick. Uh,
Yeah. So basically, I did the snakes different colors. Um, the red snakes, they're supposed to be faster,
hmm
but they have low HP, so they don't have very
Gotcha.
much. The green snakes are kind of in the middle. The
You're
blue
typical.
snakes, they move a little bit slower, but they have a ton of HP.
Yeah, yeah, they're tanks, dude. You can sit there and beat the shit out of them all day and die. Um,
Yeah.
I still haven't learned the combos yet and proper move set, so I just kind of go up to people and just start beating the shit out of them. Um, 9 times out of 10, I win. That 10th time, I usually die. And when I face the blue snake, it's usually like 9 times out of 10, he wins. Um, I die a lot to the blue snakes, but I'm also bad at the game, so that doesn't help. Um, but I'm just bad at platformers in general. Like I was okay at Mario, like the original Mario's, but um, I'm no platformer kind of guy. I don't know. I'm just not good at them. Uh, I think I was good at Crash Bandicoot. That was about it. Even then, it's an odd
Yeah.
platformer. Trying to think of more questions to ask, but you pretty much covered everything there is for the game. So before we wrap this up, do you have anything you want to talk about specifically with the game?
Um, just play it. It's fun.
Yeah, play it, it's fun. The words of
Yeah.
Cower Games. Um, I vouch for that. The game is a lot of fun. You guys definitely need to check it out. The link will be down below. Uh, Also, the link to this trailer is going to be down below. Make sure you guys check out the website. A lot of cool shit on there. Uh, yeah, play the game. It's fun. There's really nothing else to say there. Um, all right, well, Justin, this has been it's been fun. Sorry that the first interview kind of fucked up there. My computer's a little bitch sometimes, but it's all right. Um, all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Justin, we'll definitely have to have you back sometime when we maybe around next release or something like that, or if you get a major update, we can talk about it again. Um,
All right.
Definitely keep me updated with the game because I'm definitely going to be playing.
Will
Uh,
do. And
and
thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Always. You're a pretty cool dev, and that's kind of what this whole idea for this is. Just kind of let the players get to know the developers and get to know a little bit about their game. So that's my whole idea behind my YouTube channel. Is just kind of, I feel like indie devs are severely underrated to gaming standard nowadays, and I feel like indie games aren't doing as well as they used to. And it's kind of my whole thing. If I ever become a big YouTuber, I want to bring these developers and their games with me, um, so that they can get their games recognized and all that, and just overall get them played. Help them make their money, help their dreams come true, kind of shit. And that's basically the whole idea behind my channel. And so far, I'm sticking to it, and I'm hoping to stick to it the entire time.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, always, man. Glad to have you on here, and yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to leave a like and hit the subscribe button, and go give Justin a follow on his Twitter and subscribe to his channel as well. And we will see you in the next episode.